please.
Please! I told you this afternoon, pay up or get off my land.
But I told you I haven't got the money.
Well, that's your problem. Now get out!
No, you're not going to take away what it's taken years to build.
You get off my joke!
Daddy? Daddy?
How's Judy, Doc? I wish I could say she's got a good chance, but I can't. She was hit too hard.
What kind of a man would do a thing like that?
A frightened man. He must have surprised the killer just as he shot Morton, maybe even recognized him.
You know, I'm not a violent man, but if I could get my hands on him...
There was blood on the whole door. Must have struck her as he ran out. The killer probably didn't even see Judy until the door hit her.
Intentional or not, she was still seriously hurt. Find any leads?
This. Stone washed away any tracks. As far as I can tell, nobody saw the killer except Morton and Judy.
Since her mother died, they have lived alone in that house, excepting for the Mexican housekeeper they have in days. It's homemade.
Yeah. Half the homesteaders in Lincoln County make their buttons from cow's horns.
And all the cows' horns look alike.
Not as much as you think, Doc. You can match the grain of a cow's horn.
You mean you can tell if that button came from one particular shirt?
All I have to do is find the shirt and the man who wore it last night.
Do that for you, Papa.
I know that, little one, but Papa's not helpless. Now, what does he say about Billy? He's come a-courting you again? Well, I'm going to ask him what his intentions are.
Not yet, Papa. I am too young. But maybe someday, if you will wait.
What do you mean? You darn sure I'm going to wait. You know, I always say the only way to get a wife's raise yourself. How you doing, Francisco? How's the old horse thief?
Yeah, the same. That's one of the penalties of getting married and settling down.
You brought me
Well, no, wait a minute. What makes you think that? How would I be known it's your birthday?
It's a present. I know it is.
Well, what do you know? Look at that. What do you know about that? Maybe you're right. Maybe, of course, it could be that your mama asked me to bring some yard goods out to her from town. You know, but it ain't. I rode all the way to El Paso to get something good enough for a young princess's birthday. Oh!
Gracias. Mama! Mamacita! Look what Billy brought me.
You're good to her, Billy. She has so little. No matter how much I try, there never seems to be enough. Sometimes I wish I never walked behind a plow.
Yeah, well, that beats standing behind a gun, don't it? I figure being honest has its drawbacks, but dangling at the end of a rope ain't one of them.
I suppose you're right. You're working for Mr. Tondo.
Oh, yeah.
So you'll have a ranch of your own.
Well, I might if my friend Pat Garrett don't have to shoot me first.
He won't do that.
I don't know, boy. You can't tell about old Patrick these days. He takes that badge toting pretty serious like, you know. You remember Francisco when the three of us used to fool around together down in Mexico? Remember that? You remember what old Patrick was like then?
Times change a man. Sometimes he's not the same man he was. Sometimes he does things he never dreamed of doing before.
Yeah, I reckon so. I don't know.
Papa, Billy, supper's ready.
You can't keep a princess waiting, can you? Miss Madeline, she coming?
Of course, Billy.
Come on.
You sent for me, Doc?
Yeah. Judy's awake now, so you can talk to her, but just for a minute, Pat.
Is she any better?
Mr. Garrett.
Hello, Judy. And you always call me Pat, remember?
I remember Pat. Daddy, he was hurt.
It's all right, Judy. That's why I'm here, Judy. To try to find the man who hurt you and your daddy. See that he's punished. Try to remember, and be sure, Judy, it's very important. Did you see the man who hurt you and your daddy? Can you tell me what happened?
It was dark. I woke up. I heard them shouting at each other. I got out of bed and came down the hall to see. The door was closed and I stopped there. I was frightened.
It's all right, Judy, that's all right. You don't have to be afraid now. Judy, did you know his voice?
He sounded like Maria's father.
Judy, you've got to be sure, awfully sure.
Was Francisco?
She better rest. Did what she had to say make any sense to you?
Yeah. I almost wish it hadn't.
Beautiful.
Wait. You gotta make a wish now. You gotta make a wish. Come on.
Go ahead, Maria.
Come on. Get all of them. Get. Hey! You know, Mamacita here makes the best doggone cake in the territory. I don't see how you do it.
Listen to him, Maria, and let that be a lesson to you when you grow up. Do not believe his honey words. They grow on him like his whiskers and mean about as much.
Oh, that ain't so, Mamacita. Listen, I never lied to a pretty girl my whole life. Very much.
What is wrong, Papa? Are you not happy?
Of course I am, little one.
Sure he is. Why wouldn't it be on your birthday, Maria? Let's see now. You must be, I reckon you're 10 years old now.
Can't you count, Billy? I'm 12. I'm practically grown up.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry. You know, a fella gets in the habit of thinking of you as a pretty little girl, Maria. But all of a sudden, here, you just grown up. Poof, just like that.
You just keep on thinking of Maria as a little one, Billy.
Listen, you can have my word on that, Mama. Listen, right up until the day I marry her.
That day will not worry me, for it will never come.
Uh-huh. What she's trying to say is that they're going to be hanging me long before then.
No! I mean, I don't think you should make jokes, not on Maria's birthday.
Well, no, I carried this that blame package all the way from El Paso, Maria. You ain't even opened it yet. What do you... Well, I just hope everything fits. I didn't know what all doodads a girl wears, so I told a lady in the store up there to give me one of everything.
I'll get it. Oh, Pat, I was hoping you'd remember to come.
Remember?
It's my birthday. You forgot?
Oh, I'm sorry, Maria. I've been busy. I came to see your father.
Aren't you going to even wish me a happy birthday?
Sure, honey. Happy birthday.
What's the matter, Betty?
Francisco, I've got to talk to you.
Maria, please leave us.
Something's wrong. I can tell. I want to know.
Oh, no. This is your birthday, and I don't want to spoil it. Please go, huh? Rosa.
Look, Patrick, if I done something wrong,
No, it isn't you this time, Billy. Francisco, were you in town last night?
Yes, Pat. I couldn't help it, Pat. I swear to you.
What happened?
He shot and killed Isaiah Morton. Morton's little girl, Judy, was badly hurt.
I didn't see the little girl.
I'm sorry, Francisco, but I'm arresting you for Morton's murder.
No. Dios. No, Dios. No.
Rosa, please.
Judy recognized your voice. Why did you do it, Francisco?
I owed money to Morton. He wanted to evict us from this land. I tried to reason with him, and we quarreled, then fought. Then he pulled a gun from his desk, and it went off.
Francisco.
Take care of Maria, amaro mío. I'm ready, Pat.
He rode with us, with you and me, Patrick. Or maybe you've forgotten that.
No, I haven't forgotten. He'll get every chance in court.
Maybe he won't ever get to court.
Hello, Mr. Valdez. How's Maria? You were fighting with my daddy. Why'd you do that, Mr. Valdez?
It's enough, Pat. You're right, Doc. It's enough.
Will she be all right? Little girl, you will tell me if anything happens.
Sure, Francisco. I'll keep you posted.
Gracias.
can do for you, Francisco?
I've been sitting here thinking, remembering all the good times we had together. You and Billy and me. I used to think I was the lucky one. I had someone to return to, and you and Billy had no one.
We felt the same way, Francisco.
Once we were friends, almost brothers. Now you hate me.
No. I'd like to forget that you killed a man, but I can't.
I understand. About the little girl. I've prayed for her.
Be with Maria and her mother, Billy.
Well, I got a neighbor, a woman, to stay with them for a while. I want to talk with you a minute, Patrick.
There isn't anything more to be said.
Well, I think there is. Now, look, Patrick, both of us have known Francisco for a long time. None of us were angels, but if you had to pick the best one, I think it'd have to be Francisco.
Even if you're right, Billy, it changes nothing.
Well, I think it does. Now, Francisco killed old man Morton, but they were fighting. The gun went off. You can't hang a man for something like that.
Listen up to me, Billy. Judge and a jury will decide his guilt or innocence.
Yeah, well, what if they come in with a hanging verdict? Huh?
That's a chance a man takes every time he pulls the trigger of a gun. I think it's time you understood that, too.
Well, I understand what I have to understand. Can't you even get a friend a break?
No. You might as well know this right now. As long as I'm the sheriff of Lincoln County, the law works the same for everybody, including you.
Well, I guess that makes it pretty clear then, don't it, Patrick? Nothing else matters, not to the almighty Sheriff Pat Garrett. Let me tell you something. You remember when Francisco shared his last drink of water with the two of us? You remember that? Well, that ain't important anymore, is it? Nothing is except your sacred law.
That's enough, Billy.
Well, maybe it's easy for you to forget, but it sure ain't for me.
Never saw Billy so riled up.
You'll get over it.
Yeah, I guess so. Saw Doc Penfield when I was making my rounds tonight. Says he wants to see you.
Made every possible test. Pat, there's no fracture. She's going to be all right.
I'm not a religious man, but I'm thankful just the same.
She's sleeping now. But she'll be up in about a couple of days.
I'm going to take Francisco out of here.
Keys to his cell are right here on my desk. What were you waiting for?
You? I knew you'd follow us, and I wanted to settle here now.
It is settled. Francisco's going to stay in that jail until he stands trial for killing Morton.
And I say he ain't. I'm not asking for much, just that you let him go.
No.
And one of us is going to get hurt, Patrick. A lot of people have been wondering what would happen between you and me if we had a showdown. Now I reckon they're going to find out.
You're a fool, Billy. If you think that running away is the answer, go ahead. I won't stop you. Go ahead, you heard me. I'm not your keeper. There are the keys in the desk. Go on, get them. If you're so pig-headed you can't see that Francisco has to face the consequences of his action, go on. Get him. Break him out of jail. Go ahead. Start running.
Francisco, we're getting out of here, boy. Come on, let's go. What's the matter? Come on, let's go.
What? Little girl.
She's all right. She's out of danger.
It's a long ride to Mexico, Francisco. We best get started.
I'm not going, Billy.
You want to stand trial for killing a man?
Yes, I think I must. It's been a long time since we rode together, the three of us. I'm older now. I do not wish to run anymore. Because I know there is no time to stop running. You see that, don't you, Billy? Yes. Yes. It doesn't matter if Pop comes after us or not. That will not change anything. Because it would not make me forget what I have done.
I don't understand, Patrick. I just wanted to give him a chance to get away from here.
Billy, one of these days you're going to learn that the only thing you can buy with a gun is trouble.
You know something, Patrick? I'm almost beginning to think you may have something there. I suppose you want me to say I'm sorry.
Say whatever you like.
Yeah, well, I reckon I better say good night.
toss them down, Joe. We'll give you a hand.
Hey, take it easy, Joe.
Well, ain't you gonna give me a kiss?
Pardon me, ma'am.
Well, I always been one to jump in boots first. No sense in hanging back, acting like a dying sheep.
I don't think I understand, ma'am.
Huh, now look, you seen me and I seen you, and, well, you look fair to middling to me. Well, you're a mite lean, but I can fatten you up. Well, the way I figured, that about cinches the deal.
Deal.
You ain't dull-witted, are you? Well, now, you don't have to worry about a thing. I'll take care of all the arrangements myself. You got a parson in this here town?
Yes, ma'am. We got a parson around here.
Good. Well, listen, everybody, gather round. Got no friends of my own here, so I'm inviting all of you to my wedding. If I can round up a parson, this here gent and me's getting married today. One. Now, don't be pushing me around. What's the matter with you?
We can talk better here away from the crowd.
Folks have just begun to enjoy things.
Billy, you stay out of this. Now, you see, there's been a mistake.
There ain't no mistake. Look, I already showed you this. Now, is that your likeness or ain't it?
Well, yes, it is, but...
Ain't you man enough to own up to your own shenanigans?
What shenanigans?
Lover boy.
Ma'am.
Ma'am, Hannah Blossom's my name, and you know that danged well. And if you think I traveled near 500 miles to have you trifle with my affections, you got another thing coming. Why'd you say you were sheriff here?
Let's start at the beginning.
We'll start right now. Now, I come here to get married, and we're getting married. Are you a friend of his? Cold feet about getting married, or is he always this stupid?
Well, ma'am, I reckon he's just shy, you know.
Oh, I'd have never figured that. The kind of things you've been saying in them letters.
Letters?
Are you sure about him not being stupid? He don't act all there.
Billy, you get on out of here until I get to the bottom of this.
No, boy. Now, you're staying right here. I ain't sure he's safe to be around.
Oh, yeah, well, I'll protect you in case he tries anything.
Maybe the shock's got something to do with it. Well, I reckon it's just more than you can believe now that the day has finally come. Well, I tell you, you're getting a real woman. I can work in the fields all day alongside of any man and still whip up 3 squares for a crew of 10. My late husband, bless him, he always said that I was stronger than any 2 horses he owned.
Sit down.
The things you wrote, I knew you for a man with good sense. You ain't wanting none of them frail shirkers that lazes around in the kitchen all day.
I don't know where you got my picture.
You're starting that again.
Wait, don't move. Sit down. I never wrote you any letters of any kind. Is that clear?
I got 'em right here. Every last one of 'em. And they're pretty good, too. Oh, no, you don't. You're not destroying no evidence. They got a lawyer in this here town?
Oh, yeah, sure. Yes, ma'am. We got two.
Well, they such a thing as breach of promise.
I just wanted to see the name on those letters.
It's your name like it's your picture.
And what is my name?
Don't you know?
Of course I know. That's not the point.
Maybe it's just as well I ain't marrying some fool that don't know his own name.
What name is on those letters?
Yours, Wilfred McBean.
Billy, what's my name?
Wilfred McBean.
Billy.
I'll see you in court.
My name is Pat F. Carrot. Anyone in town can tell you that, including this friend of mine. Now, Billy, you've had a lot of fun, but I've had enough. Tell her my name.
He's...
Pat Garrett. There. Here. My name is on all these letters. Here, see for yourself. There.
The picture's you for sure.
Well, there must be some sort of mix-up. I lost that picture 2 months ago.
Somebody else sent it to me?
Yeah, that must be it.
Wilfred McBean. It sounds like a phony name.
No, ma'am. That's for real.
Maybe he thought he'd meet you before I did and have a chance to explain.
He wasn't hanging around when the stage came in, Patrick.
Yeah, but the trip took a day less than I figured. I wasn't supposed to be here till tomorrow.
I am sorry I had this kind of a trick pulled on you. The next stage east doesn't come through here for a week, but I'll see that you have a nice place to stay.
Well, I ain't leaving just yet. This, McBean live far from here?
About 12, 14 miles out.
Well, I come here to get married, and the fact that he ain't much for looks. Well, I didn't come to marry the picture. It was the man that wrote them letters.
Well, if you want to meet him.
Of course I do.
Yeah, let's go.
I said I'd drive her, Billy. You've done enough harm for one day.
Well, if that's the way you want it, Patrick. It's been a real pleasure, Miss Blossom. Real pleasure.
Seems like Pa don't ever chop no wood no more. Said he was feeling kind of sickly. Yeah, he's always sick when there's work to be done. Yeah. Well, that's gonna change, though, just like I said. I ain't so sure. You just wait. It'll all turn out fine. Yeah, but how are we gonna get Pa into town tomorrow? I don't know yet, but we'll figure out a way. Now, who'd be coming clear out here today? Looks like a bill collector. Better tell Pa quick. Hey, it's the sheriff.
Your pa home, girls?
He didn't mention no girl. Oh, but that don't matter none. They appear to be fine girls, if they were scrubbed up.
May, June, this is Mrs. Hannah Blossom.
Howdy, girl. Well, your pa ain't long on ambition, is he, girls? Well, one thing I gotta say for 'em, they ain't chatterboxes.
We'll go on inside and see Pa.
She wasn't supposed to be here today. Well, she's here. Yeah, but what about Pa?
McBean! McBean, wake up!
Yeah, I guess. I was just getting ready to give you a hand, gals. Well, morning, Sheriff.
It's afternoon, McBean. And you've got company.
Well, I didn't know you was just bringing a female with you.
You're Wilfred McBean?
Uh-huh.
Just gone to seed living alone, ain't you?
This is Hannah Blossom.
Well, you sure ain't much. But I come this far, and I ain't likely to find much better. I always figure a man's what a woman makes out of him.
Oh, it's the glass busted out of him about a year ago, and I've been meaning to fix him.
Well, they're too filthy to bother washing them. You can take these down and burn them. I brought some with me. And I won't have you lazying around on that bed in the middle of the day. Now get up! Well, we'll throw out most of this junk. It's about time you got some new furniture around here. There'll be no more of this.
Whoa, you stop! What are you doing? What are you doing? Will you leave that alone?
You better believe I know how to use this. I banged up 3 skillets on my first husband, bless him, breaking him of his bad habits.
Sheriff.
Now, Wilfred, he's got nothing to do with this. I accept your proposal and we'll ride into town and be married today.
Married?
Are you trying to back out, you four-flusher?
Didn't you ask her to come here and marry you?
Me? Her? Oh, no.
Well, I got your letters and you wasn't even man enough to send your own pictures.
I didn't write no letters. Sheriff, she's lying.
Why, you little wart, don't you call me no liar.
Hold on just a minute. Fighting won't solve anything. McBean, you answer a few questions for me. You've never written to this lady?
No, I... And I get the proof.
Proof?
I don't know how to write.
Then who used your picture and your name?
I think I've got a pretty good idea. Get out of the buggy, girls. I'll warn you, don't try to get away. I've learned not to trust you two. Come on, ladies. Time to face the music. Come on.
We was hoping once you got here, you wouldn't mind Pa too much and you might even stay. And that way we could learn all about sewing and fancy cooking and that such.
Didn't nobody ever learn you none of that?
We never knowed our own mind. Pa, he don't know nothing much. And, well, with us planning to get married, we gotta know them things.
You getting married?
Not right away. Nobody ain't asked us yet. But we gotta be ready in case they do. And we didn't mean no harm sending them letters. Maybe if we could have met you first and explained to you about Pa, you wouldn't be so mad at us.
I ain't mad at you. But that old coot ain't done right by you. He ought to have had himself a wife long afore now.
I think you'd be just a woman for him.
Besides, I reckon you're the only one that'd have him.
Well, there's something to that. I got no place else to go and no money to go there. Just seems like it ought to be my duty to help out around here.
I think it'll be good all around, Hannah. The girls in that park could sure use you. The only problem will be making him see that.
Now, you just leave that to me. He's got no say in the matter. Right, girls?
Got the team back, Sheriff. All hitched up. Reckon you want to head back to town, huh?
Not just yet, McBean.
I'm sorry you was put to so much trouble, but maybe we ought to leave things just as they was. What's the matter with them, Sheriff?
The girls want Hannah to stay. They think you ought to marry her.
I ain't marrying nobody, and that includes that female mule skinner.
Now, you watch your language, you little pipsqueak. You don't have nothing to say about it. The girls and me have talked it over, and that is final.
I never heard of a man not having no say on getting married.
It's 3 against 1, McBean.
I don't care how many
Do
there
you
is.
more good than harm?
There ain't nobody gonna make me do something I ain't about to do.
Did you ever hear of breach of promise? Well, them letters I got propose marriage, and they're signed with your name.
I told you before I didn't write no letters.
Well, if the girls told the judge that you told them what to write. Now, there's times that a little white lie is just plain necessary.
Sheriff, they can't do this to me.
Well, it'll be hard to stop him.
Oh, you're the near side, eh? You're sticking together. Well, seeing as how you all think alike, maybe I'm being mulish. But, well, it was all so sudden like. Maybe I better take me a little walk and kind of think it over.
Well, now you just do all the thinking you want. It ain't changing nothing. I'll make you a good wife, and you're going to be a good husband and father to those girls if you die trying. Leave him be, Sheriff. It's been a hard blow to the man, but I'll make it up to him once he gets used to the ID.
Get up!
That sly old...
He'll be back. Once he remembers he can get hanged for horse stealing.
Help! Whoa! Help! Run away! Whoa! Help! Get away from me.
Are you hurt, Brad?
No, that don't matter. Help me set the buggy up. I gotta get going.
Oh, wait a minute, Mr. McBean. Wait. You ain't no shape to... This team and buggy here came from the livery stable, didn't it? I saw Pat Garrett rent them just today.
Billy, you gotta help a poor old friend.
Did you steal this buggy from the sheriff?
Yeah. Billy, I gotta lay low for a few days. That woman, why, she even turned my own girls against me. And the sheriff run me right out of my own home. Even drove me to horse stealing.
You're a man, ain't you? I mean, that's your home down there. Yet it's time you stood on your own hind legs, McBean. Of course, I know the trouble is there's just been too many of them against you.
Oh, sure is.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to take you back down there. I want to see him push you around, McBean, when the both of us stand together. Now, all you got to do is just act like I tell you to.
You think so, huh?
Sure, that's right. Now, come on, let's lift this buggy up here. Patrick, that bean's been hurt. Better give me a hand here. I found him in the road. Buggy had a wreck. We take him inside.
Here, let me help.
No, I wouldn't touch him, ma'am. He may be dying.
Dying? Well, now you handle him careful like.
His head.
Well, there's nothing broken as far as I can tell.
You sure I can't help?
No, ma'am. I wouldn't. If I were you, fact of the matter is that it ain't so much the accident that's wrong with him. See, he talked with me just before he passed on, out. And, you might say he's dying because of you, ma'am.
Me?
Yes, ma'am. You heard Doc Penfield say how a man has to have a will to live, ain't you, Patrick?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, this whole idea of marriage, just seemed to take that away from him. That's what he said to me before he said, Billy, my friend, I just ain't got the will to live.
Gosh, it's gonna make him die. Mrs. Blossom, We sure wanted you for our ma, but, well, we ain't wanting to lose our pa and...
Girls, I would have enjoyed mothering you, but I sure don't want no man to die from the thought of marrying me. Sheriff, will you drive me back into town, please?
As soon as I finish that supper you made.
Oh, we'll sit right down. There's plenty more cooking on the stove.
Come on, Billy. You wouldn't want to pass this up. I've never tasted food to beat it.
Thank you, Sheriff. And you girls make sure your pa's comfortable, then you join us.
Here we go, Billy. You might as well take Pa's place. I don't think he's going to be able to eat. Say, Hannah, I wonder if we could have another helping of those biscuits, eh? You know, out here in the West, Billy, a man gets mighty hungry at the end of the day, but these biscuits, they beat anything. They're so light and feathery, I had to load them down with butter just to keep them from floating off the table. Come on, eat up, Billy. And roast beef. Roast beef melts in your mouth.
Oh, now don't carry on so about the cooking. It's only what every woman ought to serve up.
Hannah, I never met a woman who could cook like this.
Well, I always figured a man ought to have victuals that he just can't help but eat. My first husband, bless him, used to brag on my baked chicken and dumplings with gravy.
And you're not leaving town until I have some of that.
You ready for your coffee?
Wouldn't miss it.
What's that?
Well, I carry some with me. It's brandy. It's the only way to serve coffee to a man. Now, you remember that, girls, if you want to make good wives.
But I thought you were against that sort of thing.
Oh, just hard liquor, Sheriff. A man's got to have some spirits. It's good for the stomach.
Hannah, you sure know how to treat a man. I hope you can stay around long enough to pass some of that along to the girls.
We sure be thankful.
Yeah, Pa don't know nothing about them things.
Well, there's more to it than just cooking. It's up to a woman to see that her man's just taken care of. And you practice helping out your pa there, and, well, you'll learn quick enough.
Well, what are we supposed to do?
Well, there's just lots of times a man deserves to be waited on. Well, like your pa there. When he comes home at the end of the day, this house should be spanking clean and shining, and, well, now, he shouldn't ought to have to worry about things like washing dishes and chopping wood for the fireplace and feeding the chickens or slopping the hogs. Now, that's woman's work. And you ought to give him a fine mouth-watering meal and let him sip his brandy and make sure that he's comfortable for the night. And, well, I remember a feather mattress I made for my first husband, bless him. It was as soft as a cloud. And, well, now, a man your pa's age ought to have one of them. Of course, if he prefers to go out with the boys for a night, now, you just encourage that. Well, it boils down to loving them and doing the right thing by him.
I think it's about time for us to be leaving. Let's go, Billy.
Now, you clean up good, girl.
Hey.
Wilfred!
Now, I ain't making no promises, but, well, maybe I do need me a wife, and sure could do with some of them victuals.
You think McBean's ever really going to get married?
Who knows? At least it'll give Hannah a chance to stay around town a few days, meet some people. He'll probably find himself in competition once a few of these lonely ranchers meet her.
You know, that performance she gave for McBean, I'd call that kind of crooked for a lawman. Just don't ever decide to get me married.
Don't worry, Billy. How would I ever find anybody that'd have you?
right to make a good cow man sick. Ain't it, Billy?
You'd think they have more sense.
Well, come on, let's get it over with.
Miguel! Miguel!
What's your name, sheepherder?
Miguel Yorba, senor.
Uh-huh. Where you from?
The Rio Peñasco. More further south.
You just turn around and go on back.
I do not understand, senor.
You understand. You savvy plenty.
It's this way, viejo. This is cattle country around here, and your sheep will spoil the range. So you take your sheep and vamos. Pronto. Comprende?
By pronto, he means 3 days. 3.
Hello, Manic. Billy. I heard you were headed out this way. What's the trouble?
There's no trouble, Patrick. We're just getting across the sheep herd. He can't keep his sheep here.
Oh? Who says he can't?
Well, I do. This is cattle country.
It's also open range. There's no law that says you can't keep your sheep here if you want to.
Si, senor.
But Garrett, that's a sheep.
Yeah. And he's got as much right to eat the grass here as a cow. All right, you boys, ride back now. Forget all about this.
Patrick, you feeling all right?
Why'd you ride out here with Manic, Billy? You still working for Tundle?
Yeah, I'm looking after his interests. They don't include sheep.
Joe, leave the bottle. Sheep has got the same rights as cows.
Maybe he was only fooling.
Nope, you don't fool that way.
Well, what's eating him?
That badge she's wearing.
Now, who the Sam Hill elected him in the first place? Us cattlemen. Sheep is still sheep. Well, watching Garrett stick up for that sheep herder today was like watching an old friend die.
No, it ain't that bad yet, Mr. Malik. Let's not bury Patrick till I've had a chance to talk some sense into it.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Now, he's been one of us too long not to see that he's making a fool of himself.
Right.
And sheep is still sheep.
I'll sell you everything you need. Tell him I said to take care of you.
Gracias, senor Garrett.
All right, out with it. You're so bottled up inside you, it's making your eyes bulge.
I should know sure that bad.
Make yourself to home.
Nobody's going to give up on no sheep just to make you happy, Patrick.
Maybe they will to keep out of jail.
Lincoln's cattle country, Patrick. You know what sheep do to the grass.
Yoba has as much right to that range land as anyone else.
Well, where's your loyalty?
Billy, when I took this job, I swore to put the law first.
Yeah, and I suppose you were elected to represent a sheep herder who just wandered in here out of his own territory?
Well, maybe I was elected because enough people thought I might make a good lawman.
Well, maybe you ought to stick to locking up drunks, Patrick. Keeping the peace. Well, how peaceful do you think it's going to be around here? Sheep keep coming on in Lincoln. Well, I got so many arguments. I'm running out of them fast.
Billy, no amount of arguments can change a thing.
All right. That just about cuts it. I'm sorry it has to turn out this way.
So am I.
Look here, Patrick. Come here. You're just making trouble for them sheep and trying to force them in here.
Let him through, fellas.
Gracias, senor.
What do you got in the sack, sheepherder?
Harina. Flour, senor.
You're lying.
Why would I lie? It is flour.
All sheepherders lie. You know, old man, if I cut your throat, you'd never lie again.
I'm not lying, senor. I'm speaking the truth. It is only flour.
We'll see. Well, everybody, it was flour. I guess you sheepherders is going to be a little short on tortillas this winter.
No es necesario, viejo. Pay him for the flour.
I'll pay him nothing.
Pay him for the flour or he'll spend the next month in jail.
Might have been an accident. A lot of us here testify to that.
An accident, eh?
That's right. My knife slipped.
Yeah, you could have quite a lot of accidents with a sharp knife like that.
Hey, what are you trying to do to me?
You sure you don't want to pay Senor Yoba for his flour? Hey, watch it, mister. I'll have to lock you up for indecent exposure. Now get on in the store there, buy him another sack of flour, or you'll have a bad accident. Now load it in carefully. You break that sack open, you buy another one. Bueno, viejo. Vaya con Dios.
Vaya con Dios, señor.
Garrett? Making that fellow look like a fool in front of that sheep herder is the worst thing you could do.
Well, you didn't seem too worried about how he was making that sheep herder look.
That's a different thing. We belong here and he don't.
The law says he belongs.
Now, look, let's not have trouble about this. You let one sheep herder in, the word gets around. First thing you know, you got over 100 of them.
That's their right.
Garrett, this is cattle country. This is a cattle-built town. Cattle money paid for every stick of wood in these buildings, and your salary, too. Now, do you think that any one of us is going to stand by while you hand out the whole country to a bunch of sheep herders?
And you'd better elect a new sheriff next year.
We're fighting for our lives. Our cattle will starve. They can't graze where sheep have been grazing. We've got wives and kids, too. They'll starve.
Lincoln County's got range land to spare. You know that.
Now, you listen to me, Sheriff. I was 20 when I drove my first herd of longhorns in here from Texas. Now, they was mostly cutbacks and scrubs, but it was a start. My wife and me built a cabin over on Waddy Creek. You can still see the stones from the fireplace that was there before the Comanches burned it down. Well, we drove the Comanches out. We're going to drive the sheep herders out, too. Now, Sheriff, if you can't see things our way, there's one thing I want to ask you to do. Keep out of our way.
Well, wait a minute. Now, personally, I don't care for sheep. I don't like the way they look, sound, or smell. What I personally like or don't like has nothing to do with my job as sheriff of this county. I'm not on the side of sheep, and I'm not trying to go against the cattlemen. I'm my good friends. That's the last thing I want. And I'll stop anyone, no matter how good a friend, if he thinks he can go against this badge.
Hi. Wait. What's the matter? Twist your ankle? You better let me carry you down to level ground. Well, no, wait a minute. Now, come on now. Wait, don't be afraid. I'm kind of an expert in cases like this.
I'm too heavy.
Oh, let me see. Well, no bones broken here.
It was nothing. I'd be all right now. I'd better go.
No, you better not walk on it yet.
No?
Oh,
But it feels all right. There is no pain. See?
Yeah, I see what, well, let me tell you my name. It's, Bonnie, William Bonnie.
You mean Billy the Kid? El Chivato?
Yeah, you heard something about me?
Oh, see. Who was not? Well, I better go now.
Wait a minute. I don't, not sure. I don't know who you are. What are you doing wandering away out here on foot? You don't have anything to do with those sheep, do you?
My name is Maria. My father is Miguel Yorba, the sheep herder. I was just looking for my little lost lamb.
Well, what do you know?
Oh, that's the little one. I better get him.
Wait a minute. Let me get him for you.
There you are, pobrecito. He's an orphan. He's no mama.
Yeah, well, he is kind of cute. But you'll never amount to more than sheep. Uh-oh. You better... The way feelings are running, you better hide behind these bushes back here till he leaves. What you say, Manic?
I figured on seeing you out of Tundle's, but saw your horse down the ravine.
Yeah, I just looking around here for a stray calf. I thought, but I guess I was wrong.
Well, this afternoon we're going to take care of the sheep herders. I knew you'd want to be with us.
Oh, yeah, this afternoon.
You got something else to do?
No, not exactly, but I was...
I could have swore I heard a sheep.
What, I didn't hear anything. What do you...
Oh, I not only hear them, I can smell them. Well, we're riding out there about 4 this afternoon. As soon as we get it over with, the better it'll be for everybody. See you out there.
Yeah, okay, I'll, Now, listen, Maria, none of that was my idea. It's just that, well, you know, sheep and cows don't mix around here. They eat the roots of grass, you know that.
Do they?
Of course they do.
Only if there is no other forage. Why, cattlemen in other places raise sheep.
Yeah, well, this ain't other places. This is Lincoln County.
I see. And is Lincoln County some special place put on earth just for the cattlemen?
Yeah, no, but you gotta admit, they got here first.
They got here first. 200 years ago, the descendants of Coronado settled this country.
Yeah, but why didn't the descendants of Coronado hang on to it then?
Maybe it wasn't good enough for them. Maybe they wanted something better. Maybe they...
Oh, wait. Listen, Maria,
Go away.
No, I'm sorry, really,
It is foolish of me to cry. But for years, I have heard my father speak of bringing his flocks north of the Rio Penasco, where the grass is good for the cattle and the sheep also get fat. There is so much good land.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, it ain't going to be easy, but let me see what I can do for you. Is that all right? Huh? Is that all right? If you'd been a cow, that couldn't have happened.
Section 27B, County Ordinance 231. It shall be deemed unlawful for any adult male not gainfully employed to loiter about the confines of any county office.
Yeah, well, it'd be easier if you just locked me up then.
What's troubling you, Billy?
Sheep.
Oh.
Sheep. How am I supposed to know, Patrick, what's right and what's wrong, right? Sheep destroy cattle grazing land, don't they?
Billy, a plow breaking ground destroys grazing land, too. Yet a field of alfalfa will feed a lot more cows than grass ever would. And still the cattlemen fought the coming of the settlers with plows. They could be wrong again.
All my life, I've been a cattleman. So I reckon I'm just supposed to hate sheep and the people that own them.
Sounds to me like you've met Maria Yoma.
Yeah, but that ain't what's bothering me. Patrick, you ever hold a baby lamb?
Billy, If you're asking me if you should back Maddox's play,
You mean you know what he's up to?
I could guess. Which brings us back to you.
Yeah, I reckon it does.
Billy, there comes a time when a man has to make up his mind. What's it going to be?
I wish I knew.
You could go back to Tundle's ranch, let Maddox finish it his own way, if he can.
And the trouble is, Maddox would think I'd just be running out on him. So I reckon this is one time I gotta find my own answer.
Be sure it's the right one, Billy.
I was beginning to think you wasn't going to make it, Billy.
Mr. Maddox, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and
So have we all, Billy. Yeah, it's a nasty business. I'll be glad when it's over with. Come on. See, Freddie? I thought I told you 3 days. What's the matter? Didn't you believe me?
There is nothing you can do to us. We are breaking no laws.
There ain't no sheep herder going to bring any flock in here. Now, you and your family ain't going to be hurt. But all your sheep is going to be killed.
No, senor.
Now, just stand aside. We're going to drive all your sheep over Black Rock Cliff. And don't you ever try to come back here again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Maddox, but there'll be no sheep killing today.
What?
Well, these people got a right to be here. Nobody's killing their sheep.
What's the matter? Garrett turn you into a mutton lover?
I had nothing to do with it, Maddox. This is Billy's own idea.
Oh. You tell him we was going to be here?
No, that was my idea. You boys have been neglecting your cattle lately. It's time you got back to work.
All right. We'll leave. But you can't stay here 24 hours a day. How are you going to keep us from coming back and teaching them a lesson they've got to learn?
Maddox, maybe it's you who needs the lesson.
Oh? Now, you know, I've never met a man who could teach it to me. Well, I could bust you in little tiny pieces. Come on. All right. That's the way you want it? Nothing to give me more pleasure.
If I was you, I'd quit right now, Mr. Maddox.
No. I ain't never been whipped in my whole life. And I ain't gonna be.
Maddox, you whip right now. Only you're too bullheaded to admit it.
You want to know something, Garrett? I think you're right. Help me on my horse. I still hate sheep.
Some folks never change, Patrick. This thing ain't settled yet.
You, turn it into a sheep man, Billy?
Of course not. You're just a lamb here. Who could hate a cute little critter like this?
You know something? I never did see a kid who didn't take to a baby lamb right off. I wonder what would happen if Miguel here were to give a baby lamb to every cattleman who's got kids in his family.
Yeah. thought you were supposed to be sick. You're looking great, boy.
Billy, you never lied to me before. Don't start now.
All right, Sam, you look terrible. There's no reason why you should. You're not an old man yet, Sam. You got a lot of living yet to do.
A man has to have good reasons to live, Billy. I drove mine away 15 years ago.
Oh, Sam, what are you... You're talking crazy, Sam. You got 100 good reasons left to live.
All the power and all the money, all the cattle in the world don't take the place of a man's wife and son. I never had time for them. She was a woman who needed love. And when she didn't get it, she's dead now. I found out that much. But the boy, he was just 8 when she took him away.
Just got to take more time to find where he is, Sam. He may still turn up sometime.
So you're Lonnie Masters?
That's right, Sheriff. You can ask me any questions you want to. I can prove I'm Lonnie Masters.
Good. But just one question will be enough. Lonnie Masters had a crescent-shaped scar on his left shoulder. Can I see it?
A scar?
That's right, on the left shoulder.
Well,
What's wrong, Sonny? Did my poster mention the scar? I'm going to give you exactly 5 minutes to get out of town. Otherwise, I may have to lock you up for 80 or 90 years. Never mind. I'll say it all for you. It'll save us time. Your name is Lonnie Masters. You were born August 27, 1858. Your mother's maiden name was Baxter. You were just 8 years old when she took you away. Have I left out anything?
A little. My middle name is Paul. I weighed 8 pounds, 7 ounces at birth. My mother died in San Francisco, December 1st, 1873. I just came from my pa's ranch, Sheriff. Your deputy said I couldn't go in there. He said I had to see you first. What for?
It's a game I play. Question, question. Who's got the answer?
Well, try me.
Lonnie Masters had a crescent-shaped scar on his left shoulder. You got one?
You're pretty tricky, Sheriff. You know I don't. I never did.
Congratulations. You're the first one I haven't scared off with that lie. Come on in. Sit down. But Lonnie Masters did have a scar. Or don't you remember?
No, I remember. The day that Pa took me out to watch the cattle branding. He lost his temper, belted me so hard I landed in the Brandon fire. I still have that scar, Sheriff. I think Pa'd recognize it.
Well. Pay dirt at last.
You got any more questions?
Yeah, just one. Why did you come back now?
I saw your poster.
I don't mean that. If you really cared for your pa, why didn't you come back a long time ago?
I didn't know he wanted me.
And now that he's dying, I suppose you don't know how rich he is.
I know how rich he is, Sheriff. Or maybe there's some things you don't know. When I was a little kid, I wanted to love my pa. So did my mother. Well, he wouldn't let us. I still want to. If that's what he wants.
It's a good answer, boy. Let's find out what he wants.
Pat, what brings you here?
It may be a fool's errand, Sam. I'm not sure whether it's going to kill you or cure you.
I'll settle for either. Better than the way I am now.
Come on in here, boy. He claims he's your son, Sam. You know all the right answers, has the right scar. I think he may be telling the truth. But only you can be sure.
Hello, Pa.
When Lonnie was a little boy, he had a right good ear for music. His ma used to play him the tune in this box most every night before he went to sleep. Let's hear you finish that tune, boy.
Da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da da.
It's all right, Pa. I'm back. For good, if you want me.
Hello, Lonnie.
Morning, Sheriff.
You got a wagon load here.
Pa sent me in town for some supplies, rule of law and everything.
How is your pa?
He's feeling a lot better. Doc's getting him out of bed and into a wheelchair today.
Good. Sam seems like a new man since you got back. Okay, son. Hi, Billy.
What do you say, Patrick? You're looking mighty cheerful, and it don't match that face of yours.
Billy, I've got lots of reason to feel good. For the past week, I've been watching a man start to live again. A man who was very near dying.
Yeah, I heard you found Big Sam's kid. I reckon you asked him a lot of questions. I mean, you made sure he was the right one, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, that's right. And Big Sam made doubly sure. Why do you ask, Billy?
Oh, I don't know. I just wondering, you know.
Billy, I don't like that look on your face. You know something you're not telling me?
Oh, Patrick, you shouldn't try to read other people's minds.
Well, getting on real good with the old man, huh?
He's a pretty nice old guy once you get to know him. The way that kid talked about him, you'd think he was some kind of devil.
Maybe he was 15 years ago. How much longer you figure he can last?
How should I know? And Doc said he could go all of a sudden, or he could hang on the way he has been.
All of a sudden's the best way for an old man. You see it happens that way, kid, or else we'll have to. We can't wait forever for that pot of gold.
Who are you?
Oh, come on now, George. It ain't been that long, don't you remember? Last April in El Paso, Chico's bar.
I think you got me mistook for somebody else. I've never been in El Paso. I was in California last April.
Well, now, that makes you a pretty remarkable fella, George. Able to be in two places at once. How do you manage that, George?
My name ain't George. It's Lonnie. Lonnie Masters. I'm, Big Sam's son.
Do you remember that little Mexican girl, George? What was her name? Chiquita. Chiquita, that was it. You and me, we made a play for it at the same time, but we ended up drinking and talking instead. We tied one on that night, boy. Remember that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You were in the cavalry then, George. I remember you wearing a fancy uniform. When'd you get out? Same time as your two buddies I saw you talking to in town?
I told you, my name ain't George. Now you get off my pa's spread or I'm gonna throw you off.
Will you, George? Now, I'm just gonna tell you once, George. So you listen real good. Big Sam's a friend of mine. This whole town here loves and respects him. And we don't take it kindly if a man tries to cheat him. How'd you plan to do it, George? Huh? You go wait till he dies and take his money? Or you go to kill him for it? I don't want to break your back, George. So better start talking. I said talk. It was Jericho's idea. Jericho and Clegg. Go on. Big Sam's kid. He was in the cavalry with us. He was always talking about the spread. About his pa. How he wanted to come back here. He saw Garrett's poster. He was too proud to. You keep talking.
It was a big Apache raid. Lonnie got killed. I got wounded. Same place Lonnie had a scar. That's what gave Jericho the idea. Oh, we were being mustered out. We had no jobs, no pay.
So you figured on robbing a dying man?
I'm going to tell you something. You may not believe me. If I'd have known what I was getting myself in for, I wouldn't have done it. That old man over there, I like him. I don't want to hurt him. What are you going to do?
I ain't doing nothing, George. You are. You're going to tell Big Sam the truth. And you and your two friends are clearing out of this town just as fast as you can.
I can't do that. They'll kill me.
Looks like you're between the devil and the deep, George. Because if they don't kill you, I will. Get out of here.
That's enough, Billy.
I got bad news, Patrick. This ain't Sam's boy.
Yeah, I heard him.
I'm going to make him tell Sam the truth.
I'm gonna wait. You can't do that.
What do you mean?
If you want to kill Sam Masters just like that, then you go ahead and tell him.
Oh, you don't understand, Patrick. This fella come here to cheat Sam. He's going to die and he's going to take his money.
Billy, a week ago, Sam had only 2 days left to live. Today, he's still alive and getting better. Boy, is the reason why. Understand this, Billy. He's the only medicine the doc's got left to cure Sam with. Take him away, you might just as well put a bullet through Sam's head. Because you'll be killing him. Is that what you want?
Well, what do we do?
We keep what we know to ourselves. Don't let the town or Sam get wind of it.
At least we can run his two pals out of town.
No, they got a right to stay. They haven't done anything wrong. I'll make sure they don't get a chance to. Meanwhile, you keep an eye on him.
I was wrong. You are Lonnie Masters. No. But if you ever let that old man down, if you ever hurt him in any way, would have come after you. Now I only need one bullet.
I'll pin a medal on him for doing it. You brought those supplies. Better unload them.
Now, we got to keep Big Sam from finding out. We'll have to find out sometime.
This will buy us time, Billy. Sam's getting stronger every day. When he's strong enough, I'll tell him myself.
Hi, Pa. Fence mending's near done. Just have a few more things to... Hi, Sheriff.
Hello, Lonnie. I've been hearing such good things about your pa's health, I had to come out and see for myself. He's doing even better than I hoped.
You can thank my son for that.
I didn't do nothing, Pa.
Nothing but give me a reason to live. That's a mighty big nothing, boy.
He's right, Lonnie. You must feel pretty good about what you've been doing.
Well, I got some chores to do, Pa.
Wait, son. Before you go, I've been working on this all morning. Put it in the safe, will you?
Sure, Pa.
It's my will, boy. Made me a new one. Now that you're back, I got someone to leave this spread, too. It'll be all yours one day.
Pa, you didn't have to do this.
I didn't have to. I wanted to. Man has a son. He wants him to carry on. Don't worry. I don't aim to die for a good many years yet. But when I do...
Well, it's time I was getting back on the job, Sam. You keep improving, you hear? And like I said, Lonnie, you should feel proud. Real proud.
What are you two doing here?
Haven't been in town for a couple of days, George. We're getting worried about you.
Well, I couldn't come into town. Are you sure you weren't followed?
Why would anyone follow us?
Because I've been recognized.
By who?
Fella I had drinks with in El Paso, his name is Bill Bunny. The sheriff knows, too.
They know? Why haven't they done anything about it?
Well, the sheriff's afraid the news will kill my pa.
Your pa? You talk like he really was your pa.
Maybe I wish he was.
They know about us?
The only reason you two are still losers is because the sheriff doesn't want the news to get to the old man.
Then we can take care of things real easy.
Oh.
2 people know. It's too many. But if we get rid of then everything's like it was before, isn't it? You're still Big Sam's son, and nobody knows different.
Must be out of your mind. How do you plan to arrange all this?
We'll need a little help from you, George.
Yeah, well, suppose I won't help you.
Clegg and me will get on our horses right now. Ride out and see your pa. Tell him all about his loving son. You want us to do that, George?
Oh, I didn't follow them, no. That only get their suspicions up. But I'll lay odds they rode out to see Lonnie.
I got a hunch we're going to find out right now.
The old man, he took a turn for the worse. The doc's with him now. He's been asking to see the 2 of you.
Serious?
Oh, Doc says so. Can you come right now?
Yeah, I don't see why not. You coming with us?
I've got to pick up some medicine for the doc. I'll try to catch up with you.
It's a trap, Bessie.
Yeah, I know.
Did we ride into it?
Not we, me. Like you said, I'm the law around here, but I can't move against them until they make their play, so I've got to give them a chance to make it.
It's only one place for a good ambush between here and Big Sam's place. You know where I mean?
I know.
You're gonna be sitting duck, boy.
Ducks don't sit, Billy. They swim. And when they have to, they duck.
Now, if they're coming, they can't be far behind you.
After it's over, what happens?
What do you mean, what happens?
The old man, do we gun him down, too?
George, you know better than that. Everything will be just like it was. You're his loving son, come back to look after him right up to the day he dies.
What happens if he doesn't die?
Man with a bad ticker can
go like that. There's nothing to it. Even you can handle it, George. Such said they were both coming. Where's the other one?
I don't know.
All right, we'll take them one at a time.
No, I won't let you. He's a friend of my pa's. You kill him, you're hurting Big Sam.
What's the matter with you, boy? You sound like you got religion.
We're gonna let him pass by.
Put down that gun, George. You never were a good shot, even in the cavalry.
I'll take my chances.
Here he comes! Big Sam's my friend, Patrick. I couldn't let you deal me out of his hand. He, was trying to stop him.
Easy. Why'd you do it, boy?
Does it really matter, Sheriff?
Matters. It's not too bad. The doc can fix it up easy. Here we go.
We're gonna have to figure out a real big lie to explain it to Big Sam.
No. No more lies.
You mean that, boy?
He's got to know sooner or later. Might as well be now.
You heard what Patrick said? It could kill him.
He's a tough old man. I'm betting it won't.
Now it's time Sam knew. I was hoping you'd be the one to tell him.
What happened, son?
Little gunplay, Sam. Boy has something he wants to tell you.
Maybe it's something I don't want to hear.
I'm sorry, Pa. You got no choice. Because it's something I got to say.
No, you don't, boy. I've known for a long time now.
I wasn't...
Since the first time I got a good close look into your eyes. That's something that doesn't change through the years. The color of a man's eyes. Lonnie's eyes were brown. Yours are blue.
Sam, you mean you've known all this time? You let him stick around here? Why?
Sam, you must have known what he was up to. How could you trust him?
Because that was in his eyes, too. They just weren't the eyes of a killer. Like I told you before, Billy, a man can't live alone all his life. He needs someone to love. Sure, this isn't Lonnie. But he is the son I've always wanted. I'll settle for that. It's more than I deserve.
Now, Sam, you deserve the best. I think you've got it.
I'm just thinking this long-lost son business is kind of profitable. Maybe I could dig me up a rich paw.
Not a chance, Billy. You were born full-grown.
Right, Garrett.
Oh, yes.
Ben Hartley, Arizona Territory.
Hi, we don't see many U.S. Marshals here in Lincoln.
Oh, just routine business, Sheriff. I've got a warrant and extradition papers here for a killer. Since I can't make the arrest outside of my territory, I'll need you to handle that part of it. I'd like to wash off some of this dust.
That's the basin right over there. I'll be glad to help you any way I can. You sure the man you're after is here in Lincoln?
Yeah, we've got a noose waiting for him in Prescott. What's wrong? His papers are in order, aren't they?
Not the papers. Marshal, you sure about this?
Well, I'm not the kind that goes off half-cocked. I've got him listed by every name he's been known to use. Henry Anson, alias Henry McCarthy, alias William H. Bonney, alias Billy the Kid. There's no mistake. Why, do you know him?
Hear many ballads of bad men, of their deeds and daring we sing, but none were as bad as young Billy. Young Billy, that boy bandit king. They say Billy knew every maiden, yeah, from Kansas to old Mexico. But his only love was Rosita, the only true love he would know.
Belito, you just stopped. Finish the song.
That's all there is to it, Rita.
But it has no ending.
Yeah, well, a friend of mine wrote it for me, Rita. He said he'd finish it as soon as he heard whether or not I got shot or hung.
Don't say such things, Belito. I worry about you so much, mi amado.
Oh, no, Rita, it's, I'll probably die in bed of old age or something. Of course, I wouldn't put much of a kick on the end of that song, would it?
Play something happy now.
Oh, no. Listen, I'm all played out. Besides, Juan here wants his guitar back, don't you?
Then will you dance with me?
Sure. Hey, say, Patrick.
Billy, I want to talk to you.
Yeah, pull over a chair. Did you ever bring a drink over here?
No, thanks, Billy. Never mind. This is United States Marshal Ben Hartley.
No way.
He's got a warrant for your arrest.
Arrest for what?
Keep your hand away from that gun. Take his gun, Garrett.
I'm handling this arrest, Hartley.
And take off your gloves and do it.
Take it easy. Warrant charges you with the murder of one James Reynolds in Prescott Territory of Arizona last April 12th. You're under arrest.
I never murdered anybody.
You were in Prescott last April?
That's right. I took a herd of cattle down there for Tundle. I was in the shooting. But it wasn't murder, Patrick.
Hand over your gun, Billy.
The trigger-happy kid came gunning for me, Patrick. I didn't want to kill him. There were witnesses. It was self-defense. It was all cleared up down there.
The gun.
I ought to see if you could take it from me, Patrick. But I don't want to hurt any of my friends around here.
The Derringer.
You know most of my tricks, don't you, Patrick? But you don't know all of them.
Let's go.
I still a little way to go, madre mia.
Belito.
Stay away from him and no tricks.
Get your hands off of her.
Billy, leave the girl alone.
I know her kind. She'd slip a knife if she could.
See, if he would use it on you.
You'll never get the chance.
I'm not Billy's only friend.
Perhaps you will never leave town with him.
Rita, I wouldn't want to lock you up for threatening an officer. Let's get out of here before we have any more trouble. Come on, Billy.
How long do I stay pinned up in here?
Overnight? You'll head to Prescott with the marshal in the morning. You're his prisoner now.
Well, just like that, you got to wash your hands of the whole deal?
Billy, he's got a warrant and extradition papers. They're legal. I checked them. He couldn't make the arrest in this county, so I had to, whether I liked it or not.
I didn't like it either.
You said you had witnesses. They'll clear you.
Well, they did clear me, Patrick. How am I going to know where they are by now?
The judge will have him brought in for the trial.
Thanks for locking him up for me.
Not intending to use those.
I've heard plenty about this kid and his jailbreaking tricks. These will keep him right where I want him.
You won't need him tonight.
I didn't ask for your advice, Garrett. He's my prisoner. Sit
I'll
down.
take the responsibility for him.
It's not yours to take. I'll do my job my way.
Got different ideas about enforcing the law.
Yeah.
Some folks forget their friends quicker than others, don't they, Patrick?
Garrett, I don't think there's any reason for trouble between us.
That's up to you.
I'm just doing my job.
You're just making it harder for yourself. You keep pushing Billy into a corner, he'll fight you all the way to Prescott.
That's supposed to worry me.
Oh, I'm not trying to worry you. I'm just telling you I know him.
Well, I know him better than you think. I've seen plenty of them just like him. Every one of them rotten, dirty little killers.
Yeah, I've seen that kind too. But I don't think Billy's one of them.
I know his record. I suppose you're going to tell me that he's just never had a chance to stay right with the law. The breaks go against him.
Yeah, there could be something to that.
Well, I let that kind of thinking to preachers and old women. I've worn a badge for better than 20 years. No matter how you treat them, little rattlesnakes just turn into big rattlesnakes. I don't give them a chance. You better learn that.
Hardly, I'm talking about a human being. You can treat snakes any way you want to.
He shot a man in the back in cold blood. That's not a human being to me.
The warrant says suspicion of murder. What makes you so certain Billy's guilty? Did you see him do it?
You're wasting my time, Garrett. I didn't ride out here just to argue with you. Well, I'll sleep here tonight. Make sure he's still here in the morning.
You don't have to worry about that.
I don't know. He's got a lot of friends in this town, including the sheriff.
Don't say any more, Hartley.
I don't need to. Now, Garrett, you tell his friends I always shoot to kill.
Tell him yourself. I've got business of my own.
Pull out your hands. I mean what I say. Pretty tight, huh? Better quit trying to work them off. You rubbed yourself raw already.
Passes the time.
What would you do if you got loose? You'd have to kill me to get away.
Yeah.
You'd be looking for the break all the way to Prescott. You won't. You think you're hard? Well, I'll bust you wide open if you even look sideways on that trail. You think about that, kid.
I'm going to kill you sometime, Hartley.
You won't pull a gun with that hand for a while. Now I don't have to worry about my back.
You just remember what I told you, Hartley.
You got a hard head, kid. But I got time to learn you. Leave her alone. You stay out of this, Garrett. I'll kill this rotten little back shooter.
What are you doing in the cell?
I don't have to answer to you. He's my prisoner. You no authority.
As long as he's in this jail, I do.
Well, he'll be out in the morning.
You came up here to goad him. Why?
Think whatever you want to, right up to the time I take him out of here.
You aren't leaving here in the morning.
You can't stop me.
Maybe I already have.
You've got to release him to me. You saw the papers. You've no choice.
We'll find out about that tomorrow. I've wired the authorities in Prescott for information on you and the shooting.
You really take care of your pal, don't you?
Hartley, I wouldn't care who you'd come after. You act like you have a personal stake in this, and maybe that telegram will tell me what it is.
You want to know my personal stake in this, Garrett? There happened to be a 14-year-old girl who got in the way the day these two pieces of dirt started blazing at each other. She caught a stray bullet. She wasn't lucky enough to die right off. She held on for nearly a month. When I heard about it, I rode halfway across the territory. I got there just in time to have her die in my arms. She was my daughter.
Hartley, where you going?
I'm taking my prisoner out of here.
Hartley, this telegram came from the mayor of Prescott. You don't stand a chance of convicting Billy for shooting Reynolds, do you?
There's a chance.
The mayor says that all the witnesses swore Billy was forced into that shoot house. It was self-defense.
Self-defense. My daughter's dead. Do you understand that, Garrett?
I understand. But maybe you're not even taking him in for trial. You could be using that warrant to get him alone on the trail to Prescott and put a bullet in him.
I wouldn't do that unless he tried to escape.
And you could make sure he tried. Hartley, I understand how you feel about your daughter. But nothing anybody can say could possibly change that. It was an accident. According to the mayor, nobody knew that she'd been shot until hours after the gunplay.
Yeah, that's right. She laid in the dirt in an alleyway until they found her.
But you don't even know whose gun fired that stray bullet. There's at least an even chance that Billy didn't fire.
There's an even chance that he did. I'm through talking, Garrett.
Hartley, I'm not standing by while you commit legal murder. You're not leaving here with Billy.
Don't bluff me, Garrett. You can't stop me, and you know it. That warrant is legal. And there's not a judge in the territory that'd set aside extradition papers signed by the governor. Not without proof of what I intend to do. And nobody can prove that but me. But you've already found that out. You must have seen a judge this morning. And your opinion don't prove a thing. Is that what he told you? Unless you want to use that gun, don't try stopping me.
Billy's horse is outside. You're not letting the gringo take him away.
I'm sorry.
But he is your friend. Belito, is he an animal that you should chain him? Your friend?
What's the girl doing here? Tell her to get out.
She stays. She came to tell him goodbye.
And get it over with, girl. And keep in mind, if you try anything, I'll pull this trigger.
Oh, Belito.
Rita, there's nothing you can do here. Now, you just say goodbye and go on home.
No, mi corazón. Let me hold you.
Rita.
I won't let you
Do
go.
what I tell you to do, Rita. Hasta luego, amor mío.
Until we meet again. Vaya con Dios.
You go on. You'll be all right.
Better say goodbye to your pal, Garrett.
Not a chance. I'm riding with you.
It's a 2-day ride to the Lincoln County line. If you want to go that far, I'm not the one to stop you. Might be a good man to have around, just in case any of his friends got ideas about getting him loose. Hold it. Spell the horses.
I need it. You've set too fast a pace for country like this.
I didn't ask you to come along, Garrett.
Can't wait to hit the county line and get rid of you, Patrick. What's the matter, Marshal? Afraid you can't wait till then? Afraid you have to shoot me in front of a witness here?
Howdy!
Just remember, Garrett, anything happens to this kid, it's just your word against mine.
Don't ever try to get between him and me, Patrick. I wouldn't want you hurt when I kill him. Marshal? I don't know if it'll make any difference, but the first I heard about the girl, I mean your daughter, was from Patrick today. I'd say I was sorry if I was the one that caused her to die. I guess my being sorry doesn't mean much to you, does it, Marshal? But I never saw a girl near there when that other fella came gunning for me. I swear I didn't. Don't get me wrong. I ain't begging or anything. I just telling you. You believe what you want to believe.
You didn't see her. That makes it all right. I've seen your kind all my life. Thieving, murderous killers. All that matters to you is a gun and a reputation. You don't know what it is to feel or to love. You're not men, you're monsters. How many others have you gunned down? How many times have you seen what a 44 slug does when it tears through flesh and bone? What do you think it did to a 14-year-old girl? Or is that no different from any of your other kills?
You said a 44 slug? You sure that's what it was? You saw the gun I took from Billy. It's the only one he owned. It's a Lightning model Colt. Practically every man on the frontier carries a single-action 44. That's not good enough for Billy. His is a double-action caliber 41. You can't fire a 44 slug from a 41 gun. The bullet that killed your daughter couldn't have been fired by Billy.
Maybe. You could be lying about the gun he owns.
I could be. Why should I bother?
But even if you aren't, what does that change? She'd still be alive if it weren't for animals like him and that other killer. The other one's dead. He's still alive. With an early start in the morning, we can reach the county line by noon. Bye, Garrett.
You wish me luck, Patrick.
You'd shoot him before you'd ride another mile. I'm not turning back, Hartley.
You know you've got no authority outside of Lincoln County.
That's right. I'm a private citizen. You get to Prescott, Billy. I'll see to that.
All right, Garrett, I can't stop you. Hand over your gun. As a private citizen, you'll ride unarmed. Right ahead of me. take care of it.
He's unarmed. You shoot him, you hang for murder.
Why'd you let him get it?
Why? Because any law man knows the best way to bring a prisoner in is alive. And any good lawman wouldn't be fool enough to take a chance like that. You knew he'd make a try for your gun. Only you unloaded it first. Well, my gun was very handy on your saddle horn.
Get him on his horse.
Haven't eaten anything, Hartley?
Not hungry.
Long day's ride tomorrow. It's our last camp before we reach Prescott.
If I take him into town, they'll turn him loose. They'll let this murderer go free.
Hartley, you're gonna have to kill me too. I'd be the witness that'll get you hanged.
I thought about that. It doesn't matter if I hang.
You get out of this. Hartley, you've been wearing that badge for 20 years. The law must have meant something to you. You wouldn't have stayed with it so long. I don't think you're just another killer hiding behind a law badge. You want your gun back? You want to keep him in those irons? Gonna be all right? Yeah. Yeah, he'll be all right.
with your hand. Come on, go down the mail sack. Off the box. Take hold of those leaders.
The driver's gotta hit every chuck hole between here and El Paso. And to make it worse, you gotta pick this stage to hold up. Oh, no. Go on. Pull the other trigger.
You saw his face. Did you know him?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I gotta see you, Doc. What you got?
You got 4 ladies to be built.
God, I can't do it with Jackson Sevens. Boy, you clean me out. You clean me, man.
I'm back, Billy.
Oh, there it is. You gonna hang around, ain't you, Doc? Let me buy you up some salt pork and beans for breakfast.
No, I don't think so, Billy. I'll ride on into Lincoln. I got a job dealing at the Black Ace. That's where I was headed when I met you yesterday.
Who won?
What do you say, Dave? Thought you were going to be back here before daylight. Did you check that herd?
I did. They moved over to the South Rim.
Yeah. I'll see you in Lincoln, Billy.
Yeah, I see you around, Doc.
You too, Dave.
Well, see both of us come payday.
Not me, Billy. I've been hanging around these parts too long now, so I'm cutting out. Been aiming to tell you.
Why, that's kind of sudden like any day.
No job lasts too long with me, Billy. You know that. Tell Mr. Tundle he can send my time to general delivery in El Paso.
Yeah. Okay, it's all right with me. Your last job can be fixing my breakfast. I can't stand my own cooking, Dave. Come on.
Just a minute.
You don't seem very happy to see an old friend, Kate.
I'm sorry, Pat. It's just that I was expecting somebody else.
Oh. Doc?
Yeah. Wishful thinking, I guess. He threw me out about a month ago in El Paso. I heard he was heading for Lincoln.
And you came here to meet him, huh?
Yeah. Funny, ain't it? I mean about my always following Doc. Always trying to get him to take me back.
Yeah, the first time I saw you, you were with him, and that was 10 years ago.
Yeah, that was in Dodge City. Before that, it was Ellsworth. And before that, it was Fort Griffin. He's thrown me out of every town we ever hit.
And taken you back.
What's even funnier, he even married me once when he was drunk. That was in Wichita. But I don't think he remembers that. But you didn't come here to listen to me squawk about Doc or talk over old times.
The driver told me you saw the hold-up man. Did you know him?
No. No, he was a stranger to me. He was tall and skinny. He had a scar down one side of his face. He could have been a Mexican, maybe, or even a breed.
A man was killed.
He isn't the first man I've seen shot, and he won't be the last. I told you. I didn't recognize the holdup man.
All right, Kate. There'll be an inquest. He'll be required to sign a statement.
Is that all?
Well, unless you can remember something more about him.
Pat.
Yeah?
If you see Doc, tell him I'm behaving myself, will you? And I want to see him.
I'll tell him. If I see him.
Billy told me you'd been on a star, Pat. I guess I just had to see it for myself.
How are you, Doc? I haven't seen you since Dodge City.
That was good to see you.
You're still, carrying your pacifier, hmm?
Yeah, those special loads I put in, it does the job.
You always carry one empty shell, Doc?
Funny. I didn't remember firing it. You got something on your mind, Pat?
Could be. Doc, you mind telling me where you were early this morning?
Why should I? Played cards with Billy Barney all night. Didn't leave him until mid-morning, then I rode in to see you. What's eating you, Pat?
Nothing that won't keep till later. Oh, Kate's in town, too, in case you didn't know.
No. No, I didn't know that. It's a problem I thought I'd left behind me in El Paso. See you later, Pat.
Doc, you'll be in town for a couple of days.
Yeah, I got myself a job dealing at the Black A's. That is, if you don't have any objections to my staying in town.
No, I never objected to an honest dealer in my life.
Well, if that's a warning, why don't you drop in and see? My game's open to anybody, even county sheriffs.
Come in or go away, but stop that pounding. All right, come in. Doc, I'm so...
Couldn't you stay sober for one day?
Oh, it's been so long, I was afraid I'd missed you.
Well, it's been long enough for you to change, has it? Never made me think it would work. Right, look at yourself. Just take a good long look at yourself in the mirror.
Please, Doc, you gotta take me back. I can't go on alone.
Take you back, why? So you can shame me? So I can drag you drunk out of every two-bit saloon in the West?
Shame you? That's a laugh. Who am I to shame the great Doc Holliday? Why, you're nothing but a tin-horn gambler, run out of half the towns in the West.
You stay away from me. Because I never want to see your face again.
What is it, Kate?
I got news for you. You sure ain't gonna like it.
Kate, you're drunk. Go back to your hotel and sleep it off. I'll talk to you in the morning.
No, you'll talk to me tonight. You want to know who held up that stage this morning? Well, answer me.
I'm listening.
You got the guts to arrest Doc Holliday if I tell you he did it. Well, have you?
Kate, you're too drunk to know what you're saying. Go on back to the hotel.
You listen to me, Pat Garrett. I'm not so drunk I don't know what I'm saying. I tell you, it was Doc who held up that stage. Dr. John Henry Holliday. I just spell his name for you. I'll swear it, Pat. I saw him. I'll swear it.
Pat, gonna try your luck at bucking the tiger?
Not tonight, Doc. As soon as you finish this hand, I've got to talk to you.
I never mix pleasure with my business, Pat. We can talk in the morning.
Doc, do I have to spell it out? You're under arrest.
You mind telling me for what?
You've been charged with armed robbery, murder.
On what evidence?
Kate Elder. She was an eyewitness of the holdup and killing this morning.
You're taking the word of a drunken, bitter woman that...
Not by itself, but you fit the physical description of the bandit, and he used the same kind of shotgun that you're so fond of. All adds up to one thing, Doc. I'm arresting you for murder.
Kill you for this, Pat.
Patrick. I'll swear to it.
Well, you swear to anything to help a friend.
Doc was playing poker with me all night. And look, Patrick, I sent Dave Rudabaugh out to check on the herd before sunrise. The Doc was at the line shack with me when Dave came back yesterday morning.
Dave Rudabaugh back up your story?
Yeah, No, I forgot he took out for El Paso yesterday. But look, I ain't lying to you, I swear it. Look, I'll even bring Dave back here to testify for you, Patrick.
All right, Billy, but it won't help.
What do you mean it won't help?
Kate Elder was an eyewitness to the robbery and shooting. She charged Doc with it.
Yeah, I know all that, Patrick. It's only her word against mine and Dave Rudabaugh's.
You can testify in court. Maybe we can bring Rudabaugh back.
I'll tell you something, Patrick. Turn that fellow loose up there on bail. One of you's not going to be here for a trial.
Don't worry about it, Billy. I fixed it with the judge. The bail will be high enough to keep him right where he is.
After hearing the testimony of the witnesses, it is my duty to return a true bill of indictment against you, John Henry Holliday, charging you with the crime of murder. You'll be tried on that charge in this court 2 weeks from today. I have fixed bail in the amount of $5,000.
$5,000?
I must warn you, Doc Holliday, you must not attempt to leave this city, or to carry firearms, or to engage in any illegal practices of any kind. Or you will be subject to immediate arrest and the forfeiture of this bond.
Now you know what it's worth to me to kill you, Garrett.
You better waste any time getting his hand on the gun.
Whiskey. More pour. Barney, have you got a scatter gun behind that bar?
Look, Doc, you don't want it.
Here's some fresh shells, Barney.
Sure, Doc.
All right, one of you men go find Pat Garrett. You tell him that I've broken his precious law again. And he can try and arrest me.
I gotta talk to you, Kate.
Get out of here. You hear me, Billy? I said get out of here.
Now, you know I wasn't Doc that robbed that stage. You fixed it so he and Garrett would tangle.
I don't care. Serves him right after the way he treated me.
You want him dead, do you, Kate?
Oh, what are you talking about? Doc never faced a man he couldn't outgun.
Maybe. But you listen to this, Kate. Pat Garrett's the only friend I got. And I'm going to be standing behind Doc somewhere watching. If he downs Garrett, Kate, I'm going to put a bullet right in the back of his head.
Throw the gun down, Doc. I can kill you from here, but it's too far for that shotgun to reach.
I'm betting it will, Garrett.
No. No! No!
Don't do it, Doc. Please don't. It wasn't Doc, Pat. I swear it wasn't. I knew the man. It was Dave Rudabaugh. He used to ride with Doc and Billy.
Get out of the way, Kate.
I lied. I swear to God I lied. I wanted to hurt you. To make you feel how it was when somebody kicked you in the face. I don't want to hurt you. I love you.
That doesn't change anything, Kate. No man can beat me the way Garrett did.
All right. Go ahead. Kill him. Go ahead. You and your high and mighty ways. Showing me what I really am. Well, take a good look at yourself. You're nothing but a sure thing killer. Hiding behind your pride. A double-barreled shotgun.
Help her to her feet, Doc. Forgot this? You keep it, Pat. I won't be using it anymore.
I won't ask you to shake hands, Doc, but I will say I'm sorry it happened.
You don't have to ask, Pat. It's not the first time a man's pride made a fool of him. It won't be the last.
Doc, I want to say goodbye. This is one time I won't be following you.
I don't know if I could believe that, Kate. I might count myself a lucky man. But since I can't, come on, get on the stage, Kate. There's one time you won't have to follow me. Stage, Kate. How about that, Pat? Is there any reason she can't go with me?
Well, the judge suspended sentence on the charge of perjury, and I've got her sworn identification of Dave Rudabaugh. I'll catch him sooner or later. She'll have to testify at his trial. In the meantime, she's free to go.
You heard the man, Kate. You've got a long way to go.
ভালোবাসা সুন্দর, ভালোবাসাও সুন্দর। মানুষ নিজের অজান্তেই ভালোবেসে ফেলে।
মনে হয় কি জানেন, আপনার মতো জানাশোনা কাউকে না আমার বিয়ে করা উচিত।
এটা কি উপলক্ষে?
ম্যাডাম ফুলটা গ্রহণ করুন, তারপরে বলতেছি।
ভোটার আইডি কার্ডে যার স্বাক্ষরের জায়গায় টিপসই দেয় এখানে কেউ ডাক্তার।
এই দুইজনের মধ্যে যে আগে ম্যাডামের মন জয় করতে পারবে ম্যাডাম তার।
একদিন না দেখলে তোমায় বন্ধু আন্ধার লাগে সব, তোমার এই প্রেমে এমনই টান।
রুগীদের তো ডক্টরের কাছে আসলে ব্যথা কমে যায়, আপনি তো উল্টা হলো কেন? আপনি কি একটু উল্টা?
তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, যেও না বন্ধু আমার ভুলিয়া ভুলিয়া।
আমার মনে হয় আমার সমস্যা কপালে, ম্যাডাম আমার কপালে নেই, আমার কপালে আছে দাগ।
Này, sao thế nhỉ? Sao thế ít ít nhỉ? Nổ bùm. Sao nó mày? Sao nó? Không có rồi. Rồi, cút. Xong, cút. Meo 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 meo. Cái gì đấy? Lò đắc bù bù làm mau vậy anh? Chuẩn không vậy. Thầy lái nha, thầy lái tốc độ cao xem con lái không? Từ từ. Mày ai á, xít được. So ride a cat in high speed đấy. Chuẩn không? Ai á? Không được. Sửa tốc độ cao. Tốc độ cao đét mà. Rồi một lần, hai lần, lần thứ hai 300 lap à, 400 lap. Chuẩn không thầy? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Ui tốc độ cao đấy. 378 lap cho 400. Hay à, bắt đầu thua. Thua, bài khỏe đấy. 2299 á. Mày đấu sĩ á. Mình lắp vào mày đã ăn uống đầy đủ nhỉ? Thằng này được ăn uống đầy đủ. 299 là phải không? Không. Từ đầu chuyển hóa bàn đấu. Đúng đi em. Đúng. Ô, phải chấm. Full rồi.
Chuẩn bị ăn đi sang xuống dưới.
Không biết. Ok thầy ơi, mày sẽ ride a cat. Lâu rồi, 15 phút. Well played bro. Mày lái luôn đấy, lái bình vua lái racing bike. Nhốt luôn, chết không? Ngồi đi. Đéo đi à? Vào nó kèm rất sơ linh. Đéo có đủ mana để chết. Phải không? Cũng là khỏe rồi ra. Đánh bài gì với cả Nautilus 2.
তোমাকে 15 লাখ টাকাই দিতে হবে। তুমি যদি দিতে না পারো তোমার বাবাকে কল দাও। তোমার যত জমি জিরাত বাড়িতে যা যা আছে এগুলো বেচা হইলেও তোমরা আমাদের টাকা পাই পাই করে শোধ করবা।
একটা ব্যাপার কি খেয়াল করছো? শহরে কিন্তু দুইটা রূপ, রাতের এক রূপ, দিনের আর এক রূপ।
বেঁধেছি ঘর হৃদয়ের পর গাঢ় সবুজ ওই গহীন বনে।
আরে ব্রো, সবসময় চিল থাকতে হবে, কিচ্ছু মাথায় নেওয়া যাবে না।
ভালোবাসা হচ্ছে একজন আরেকজনের উপর ভরসা করে, একজন আরেকজনের হাতের উপর হাত রেখে এই জীবনটা কাটিয়ে দেয়। কিছু মানুষ এই রাত জেগে থাকে আর টাকার বিনিময়ে সুখ খোঁজে।
বসুন।
এখন তো সিরিয়াস হওয়া উচিত, তাই না? আমি তো কোথাও যাচ্ছি না পার্টি করতে। তুমি কেন যাচ্ছ? কেন বন্ধ করতে পারতেছো না বলো তো? কার যে কোথায় সুখ সেটা তার প্রিয় মানুষটাও কখনো জানতে পারে না।
পাশাপাশি তবু যাচ্ছি বিপরীতে, কাছাকাছি তবু যাচ্ছি বহু দূরে।
হাই, ইউ লুক গুড।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
Về phím mới xoay màn hình mà cần gì đâu, cần gì cho đâu. Về phím mới xoay được màn hình mà, nó chỉ cần mình xoay góc màn hình thôi. Mà vừa di chuyển vừa xoay góc màn hình nhá, gì sẽ một công đôi việc. Ba tiếng là 120 của mình. Nổi không? Nổi. Nổi. Chưa tài đâu. Rồi quay. Mới đầu nó sao anh hồi đầu tiên anh làm có mỗi mình anh làm, biết anh bảo là anh quay bao nhiêu tiếng một ngày không? Hồi đấy là anh không đi học mấy. Thời tháng 10 anh quay 20 tiếng một ngày thì gì anh quay được 2 tiếng. Quay được mắc là 5 tiếng rồi, nhiều nhất là đợt đấy quay nhiều nhất là 5 tiếng ngày lúc quay được. Hai trận à? Được cái nhỉ? Quỷ đấy. Được à? Cái trước của anh treo cái game mà quay hiện chữ auto file to đủ trên màn hình cơ, bọn anh treo cái đấy thì bọn anh còn bán lót gì cơ. Sao bây giờ nó không bảo gì, sao bây giờ nó bắt đầu giả trứng ấy, tôi hiểu. Thầy quay tiếng như vậy thì sang đấy nghỉ tí, ngồi tí một tiếng nữa xong rồi đi tắm đi ngủ. Bình. Chết rồi. Dương này, thôi, đéo số của tao này, tí đã, tao đứng lại tao lấy. Anh chưa tập chân tuần đầu, anh chưa tập chân, giờ ảo ấy. Anh tập lại bài kiểu tập lại cho quen máy của vai ngực tay ấy, lưng ấy. Chưa làm sao chưa quen, chưa tập nhất cái chân béo như lợn, chân toàn mỡ mà chôn đấy, chân toàn mỡ. Cái thằng Hiếu Khôi nó cứ tập mỗi bài một tí ấy. Thì khó chịu vãi. Cái gì? Chưa chôn mà. Này Hiếu. Này Hiếu chôn đúng không? Này thôi không, này tí bèo à? Yes. Cái gì vậy? Sao anh làm người này? Về em ơi. Anh quay 6 tiếng rồi, giờ quay thêm 7 này, một tiếng nữa 8 tiếng vì cũng 8 tiếng. Nhìn đồng anh dậy từ sáng, anh quay anh Thú quay Vũ lúc nào cũng là trưa mới vào mà. Xong rồi Hồng Tuấn biết gì không? Cái Anh bảo là thằng Tuấn lúc chiều lúc mà Vũ đi nghỉ rồi ấy, còn Tuấn bảo là lúc mà Vũ xem phim, Tuấn bảo là mai các bố có dậy quay sáng không, nó vào. Tôi bảo là tao thì tầm 9 giờ quay rồi, nó bảo 9 giờ. Còn là Vũ thì lúc nào cũng tầm trưa nó ăn xong nó mới vào. Thế là Tuấn bảo là không được rồi, tối phải giục tôi. Anh bảo phải chưa? Phải chưa? Định giục Vũ dậy sáng mà. Cho bố. Khác mà, mới đầu là chỉ có 50 tiếng, tháng này đâu, tháng sau anh nhận lương xong của anh mới làm tiếp cơ. Yên nó dục 50 tiếng nữa trước ngày 15, trước ngày nhận lương luôn. Xong à, không phải trước ngày 15 luôn Vũ ơi. Nó trước tuần sau. Tuần sau là đấy, là tuần đấy. Không phải là trước ngày 15 nó bịp đấy. Nó nói thêm với mình thôi. Nhưng bảo là tuần sau, đến tuần sau là phải từng đấy, là cần có từng đấy nhỉ? Không phải. Lớp mà. Thằng Cương còn làm được 10 tiếng, 11 tiếng 400.000 kìa. Có bao nhiêu cố thôi. Yes. Vũ còn bao nhiêu? 30 á? Vũ còn 30 hả Vũ? Ok thầy ơi. Anh không nghe bao nhiêu. Bởi mai chủ nhật, mai thực sự một ngày quay ác quỷ ấy. Chuẩn không? Thực sự là vẽ không giống thật đâu. Anh mà đi anh cũng thế Vũ, anh mang ngay đồ ăn ở nhà đi. Đéo thì đấy ăn được đéo. Sau đấy tao ăn rồi, trước đến đấy nhà tao còn đi ăn này, đéo có gì lẩu hải sản nó nhạt. Đéo quen vị nhạt lắm. Mà nhà anh có ông già anh còn dẫn anh vào trong chợ ăn cơm như cơm sinh viên cơ. Nếu mày hiểu. Ông già anh còn dẫn anh vào chợ đấy ăn cơm như cơm sinh viên cơ. Đúng quen vị mà. Về đi tính sau. Xong rồi có một nhà nhá, 2 nhà bán cơm như thế giống nhau ở cạnh nhau luôn, một nhà. Lại giống cái thằng đang bài trường tao à? Giống cái thằng bảo là các bạn chép bài được điểm cao hơn các bạn được học các kiểu à? Lại giống cái thằng đấy à? Quỷ đang chịu đâu. Bà ra tút đợi tôi ra trường à? Phải không? Mày phải theo dõi những người dùng phao chứ hả cái thằng ngu. Mày phải theo dõi cái thằng không dùng phao chứ, cái thằng ngu này. Mấy thằng dùng phao chắc gì điểm cao. Mày phải học, phải hơn chúng nó chứ. Chắc cái đấy đồ bóng cay đéo rồi, cái bọn đấy lại đéo rồi. Chưa thằng bóng cay lên đăng bài bức xúc, mày thích bức xúc không? Bức xúc phải cút rồi. Vũ comment cho tao là bức xúc thì cút sang trường khác học. Bảo đấy. Gì qua của nó mà quỷ lợn đi. Nhờ cái môn cuối đã ấp điểm lên nào quân Vũ à? Cái môn cuối tự luận đi đã ấp điểm lên. Với về quân sự đổi tóc màu hồng hồng, tôi đổi tóc như boy phố ấy. Quân Vũ à? Người quân đổi tóc như boy phố ấy Vũ. Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Xe pháp luật cương nó ghi của tao ép ở đây ở trong khi tao thi lại C rồi. Cái gì ép tao? Thành với khách hàng nhau áp à? Quản trị marketing B. Út, 2 tuổi lời bay quá thôi, nhặt mũ ngồi đổ luôn chứ không. Lời bay quá. Làm chi? Mày làm gì? Nếu mà tầm 15 ngày 15 á, ngày 15 mà ngày thứ hai à? Không được rồi. Thứ ba anh đi học. Quả đấy em mà về vào thứ sáu thì anh có 3 ngày để về thì còn về được bên trên luôn đấy. Thứ sáu trong cái tuần đấy, hoặc là trước, hoặc là thứ sáu trước tuần đấy về 12. Nhưng mà mình phải quay viết mày em, mình phải quay viết mày à. Đéo không biết. Được em. Tỉnh cho anh không? Yeah. Sang ấy cho cháu xin với. Mình chỉ lính ấy, sau mà mang lên anh ăn hộ mình. Gọi là chỉ cho à, có phải lời nhắc nhở không? Biết rồi. Anh trơn thế. Gì anh cũng hay cho anh đồ ăn mà, gì út đây. Nhà anh lợn nhà gì anh hay của 200 à? Nhà anh gì anh 200 à? Vâng biết à? Có cứ là sự gì cũng biết được độ khó mà. Chả thế. Không phải là hên mà là chắc chắn. Chắc chắn em ơi, không bao giờ là có thể là chắc chắn. Được không vậy? Mà cái machine là như nào? Anh không hiểu cái machine này. Yes.